Hello. Hello. Thanks for joining this live hangout micro session. Excuse me. Today's micro session is going to be for practices in the Seattle area that are offering Botox treatments. And I'm gonna real quickly go over what you should be doing to get yourself, generate yourself some leads online for people looking for Botox treatment in your area in Seattle. First, I just want to let you know if you are interested in having your video ranked where you found this one, all you have to do is click the link below and get a free phone consultation with us, and we'll go over how you can do that very simply. Okay, and rank for all kinds of different local keywords. We're talking, it's really endless the amount of keywords that you can rank for. So when people are searching for it in your area in Seattle, you will pop up in your videos. You can dominate the first page of Google, for example, with different informative videos, maybe some interviews, some things that kind of show what your practice is all about, so people can get an idea of what they're in for, and take it from there and generate all kinds of traffic. So if you're interested in that, click on the link below. There should be a link in the description for a free phone consultation. Go ahead and click that, and we'll have a chat. Okay, so first I'm going to go over this is 3 steps, basically 3 steps of what you should be doing to generate leads online on a consistent basis for your practice, whether that's for Botox treatment or for anything else you offer within your practice. You can follow these 3 steps and generate unlimited traffic, high quality leads, pretty much on autopilot. Okay, so step 1, you obviously need some initial traffic to somewhere, so to a website of yours, whatever. Probably the best method of doing that, I want to say for free, because it technically is free. However, you're probably going to need to pay somebody to do it for you. In other words, if you're interested in ranking this, like ranking videos where you found this one, or you're interested in ranking a website of yours, you're going to need the to learn the ins and outs and learn basically how to do that. So if you know how to do that, then you can do that, and then it's basically free because you're listed in the organic results in the search engines. But if you don't know how to do that, then you're going to have to pay somebody. So when I say free, you probably have to pay somebody up front to have it done for you, but then you're not paying per click. So you're not, in other words, maybe you do some Google AdWords and you're paying every time somebody clicks to your website, and maybe a hefty fee for some industries to get listed near the top. You are paying quite a bit per click. So you can eliminate that. That's what I'm really trying to get to with ranking organically in the search engines. So I would say start there, and then other forms of advertising you can, if you want to do paid advertising, good places to do that are on Facebook, paid advertising on Facebook, mobile ads where somebody has a, they're using locally, they're using some kind of app on their smartphone, and you would show up there. Your ad would show up there. It's kind of a shotgun approach. You're just kind of blasting, or branding. You're just kind of blasting the awareness out there. You're not really targeting. But imagine everybody in the Seattle area that's on an app, and then they're seeing your ad for Botox injections or whatever it may be that your practice offers. And eventually you're going to get people that are interested in that just naturally, because there's so many people using different apps and things like that. So you're going to get traffic that way, and it's very, very inexpensive for somebody to click on your ads within these mobile applications. So that's another great way. There are a lot of ways. I'm just going over the ones I consider the top ones and where you should focus. Another good one is either, well, I mentioned that the SEO aspect of videos. In other words, if you wanted to rank a video where you found this one, you can do that, and you can do it organically, or you can use YouTube paid ads, where you're paying per click to put videos within YouTube. So that's another good method. I would kind of focus on those to begin with for your initial traffic, because that's where everybody is. I mean, your prospects are pretty much where I mentioned. That's where most of them are, and you're going to get very good, inexpensive ads there once you kind of, once you perfect your ads, and if you're getting a lot of engagement with your ads, your prices will go down and down for your, for each click that somebody clicks to go to your site. I would say for certain, if you're doing Google AdWords, to kind of look at how much you're spending there and maybe take some of that and put it over towards paying somebody to do SEO for you, maybe some paid Facebook ads. Kind of break up your advertising dollars a little bit. Don't sink it all into AdWords. And for some people, I would say get away from it altogether. But that's I can't just make a blanket statement like that without knowing your business. But at any rate, that's where you should go for your initial traffic. Next up, step 2. If I can get my slide over there. One second. Pardon me here. Kind of got lost in where I'm at. Okay, step 2. Step 2 is your lead capture page. That's basically your website. So this can make or break your marketing online. Believe it or not, you could be doing everything right. You could be getting all kinds of traffic, whatever you're doing, but you're sending them to a website where there's multiple decisions for them to make. They don't know which way to go. You have too many things on there that are just confusing them, and they leave. And I'll get into that in part 3. A lot of people are leaving regardless. There's just nothing you can do about that. Well, there is something you can do about it, but they're going to leave your website, and a large portion of them are leaving your website. And I'll get to that in step 3. But you can, help that situation out by having the right kind of capture page. I mean, I think for most businesses, your whole intent is to generate leads. You want quality leads. You want people calling your place of business or submitting a form or whatever. So you're really trying to generate a lead. So then that's what you should do. So when you send them to your website, it should be, for example, one page. So for example, if let's say you had a video here where you found this video saying Botox treatment in Seattle, first visit free, whatever. Then you send them to a web page, a single web page, not a whole website, just a single web page that says, get your Botox, your first visit Botox treatment free, get it here, and you have them either submit their name or call you or whatever. That's a one decision, that's a clear call to action, and they're either going to do it or they're not going to do it. And then if they leave your site and don't do it, there's something we can do about that. I'll get to that in step 3, but at least if they leave your site, that you did everything you could. I mean, you just gave them one decision to do something, and more importantly, it completely matched where they came from. In other words, the description in the organic search results on Google or wherever, the description, once they read the description and they went to your web page, it matched exactly. I mean, it was very congruent throughout. So, the only reason why they would have left is because they got interrupted, and that happens a lot. They get busy, or they're at work and they just decide, oh, I don't want to do this right now, whatever. But at least that you did what you could to make it very simple for them. So it's not something on your website, or you give them too many choices or whatever. So I think you get the gist of it there. That's very important. So you could have all the traffic in the world, think everything's great, but if you're sending them to a website that has, just it's too cluttered with too many things, there's no real clear call to action, you're losing most of your visitors. And the sad thing is that businesses don't realize that's where they're losing it. They think, oh, I tried this, or I tried that, and I tried this, it didn't work. Well, they're not really looking at why it didn't work. They're saying, I had all this traffic from this place, but it never converted. Well, it probably didn't convert because you had the wrong type of landing page, and that's a possibility. That's a strong possibility. So that's what I mean by this step 2 could make or break your advertising, and you might not even know it. You might not even realize it. So this is a very important step. All 3 of these are, but the step 2 can kind of be overlooked, like, well, whatever. It's not that important. It's very important. Okay, so that leads me to step 3, and that's retargeting. You may or may not know what retargeting is. If you're like most businesses, especially offline businesses, you probably don't know what it is. It's basically what I spoke about in step 2, where people leave your website and they don't do anything. Now, you could probably be shocked to know that 90 to 95%, maybe as high as 99% of the people that come to your website are leaving without taking an action. That's go look up those stats yourself. Those are the stats. It used to be that they're just gone, but now with retargeting, you can basically cookie them. So, and you probably experienced this yourself, where you will go to a website, do a little shopping, maybe you think about getting something, and then you leave and you don't do anything, and you start seeing that ad showing up everywhere you go. You're on another website. It's actually kind of spooky. You see, like, I was just there. How did they know that? That's retargeting. So you're basically doing that same thing. You can, for example, a good example of this would be, let's say you have, the majority of people come to your website, they leave, they don't do anything. You can then serve up an ad to them on Facebook, for example. So 70% plus of your prospects end up on Facebook at one point or another. So when they go to Facebook, you could be there with an ad right there in their news feed about your business, directly to them, only to the people that have been to your website and have left. Very powerful stuff. You're going to get, your ads are going to be less expensive because your click-through rate's going to be higher, because it's much more highly targeted, because these people are interested in your service. They were at your website, and you can advertise just to them right in their newsfeed on Facebook. So eventually they're going to keep seeing you, and they're going to be, oh yeah, I forgot I was there the other day, I got to go back there. And so you're basically just getting back. It's almost like invisible list building. If you've done list building where you're email marketing to people, it's almost like an invisible list where you continually get in front of these people until they become your client or customer, and you can do it for very inexpensively. So that's retargeting in a nutshell. You need to be doing that. Businesses that don't do this are going to lose out, and I predict that a lot of businesses will go out of business, offline business. They'll go out of business because they're not doing this and their competition is. I'll go as far as to say that, and I think that's going to happen. That's going to start happening within the next couple of years. Retargeting it really exploded in about the last year, and it's an absolute must for every business. Okay, so those are the 3 steps. Follow those. Do those 3 steps. Just pick a good traffic source that I went over in step 1. Get your traffic rolling. Realize that you're going to have a lot of them going to your website and leaving. You're going to retarget all of them in step 3 here. And then step 2, you can help stop some of those people leaving your site, but just having a better website. And by website, I mean one page that directs them to do one thing. Call you, submit the form for a free whatever or a free consultation. Give them one choice, and make sure it's congruent with the listing that you have in the Google search. Like if for instance, if you're doing SEO and you're in the Google search, organic search results, or if you're running paid ads, just make sure that ad is congruent with wherever you're sending them. Everything has to be real tight. Okay, so that's it. Now again, if you want a free phone consultation, just click on the link below, and we can hop on the phone and we can kind of go over how you can get a video ranked right where you found this one, very easily. Okay, and you can do as many as you want. You could dominate the first page of Google for different search results with your videos, as long as they're informative and you're helping people. You don't want to spam and put a bunch of junk videos out there. But that's what we specialize in. We can help you kind of give you some direction on that. So just hit that link below, and we'll get on the phone and have a talk. Okay, thanks for joining today. The micro session, it was a little bit more than micro. Usually like to keep these to about 5 minutes. But hopefully you learned a little something there, and go ahead and click that link below, and maybe we'll talk soon. Okay.